it's gonna get stifled by the 2-foot pot. Now check this out. Ain't nothing wrong with the seed. The seed just fell prey to the environment. Don't you allow your environment to dictate the oak tree that you become.
Anytime you move from being normal to trying to be exceptional, people aren't gonna like that shit. Those normal people, it makes them feel like shit, so they're gonna judge you.
And that's why every true leader, they're called weird, they're called eccentric. When you do the things of real leadership, you're gonna be called strange. Get strong enough in your own skin that when people laugh at you or when they throw stones at you, you keep on going.
I respect any motherfucker that wakes up every day and work their ass off to live their life and lifestyle. Clubbing, partying, hanging out, that ain't for me. I'm gonna be out here running in the hot sun, practicing. While everybody else is clubbing and hanging out, you got your focus right.
Don't expect people to understand you. Don't expect it to make sense to anybody why you've got to do this, why you have got to go, why you leave. This is a good job. I'm going. They pay you well. I'm going. Why? I don't understand. You don't have to. I'm going for me. This is something I have got to do. How are you going to make it? I don't know, but I will. The universe responds to the man or woman that refuses to be denied, because that is your commitment. That business that you want, that book you want to write, that dream that you have of controlling your destiny, that is yours. That's available to you. But you've got to be willing to stand there and face disappointment, not have support, be lonely, doubt yourself sometimes, be rejected again and again and again, become bankrupt if necessary, again and again and again, and refuse to turn around until life gives it up.
Life will always be, to a large extent, what you make it, not what circumstances will make of it, not what other people will make of it, not what other people say it will be, not what the environment will try and dictate to you, but what you make of your life. So when you're uncommon, get ready for the criticism. When you're uncommon, get ready for the opposition. When you're uncommon, get ready for the common people not to understand you.
If I decided to experience the fear of rejection, the fear of no, the fear of failure, the fear of standing by myself, the fear of people not liking me, what else is available? Of taking a chance, a fear of losing it all, what else is available to me? People are going to think you're crazy. You don't have nothing but lint in the corner of your pockets. You're out here talking about living your dream. And people laughing at you. And they're doubting you. It takes guts, ladies and gentlemen. But let me tell you, I believe in revenge like Frank Sinatra. He said the best revenge is massive success.
Instead of killing them with kindness, torture them with success.
Welcome back to another Winning Wednesdays, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, James. Joining me, as always, is my portly fellow friend, Garrett.
What's up, players?
What's going on, everybody?
How's everybody on this nice Wednesday? It's nice out here on the East Coast. How's it by you?
It's beautiful. It's 76 degrees, sunny.
Ooh, birds are chirping.
Birds are chirping. Yeah, absolutely.
Rattlesnakes are rattling out there in the desert.
Yeah, they are fucking rattling out here. There's no rattlesnakes by me right now, though, thankfully. I haven't seen one in a couple months. So one, and that was enough for me.
Yep. Yeah, it's been nice over here. We're lucky. It was like all the trees were starting to die because we were in a drought like earlier, like in the summer coming in. It didn't like rain here all summer, it was good, but it was bad. But then we got a ton of rain, especially from the hurricane that just went up Florida. We got rain for like 3-4 days. So it kind of rejuvenated everything. And now the foliage is starting to like naturally turn. Looks pretty nice. You know how it is up here in the fall. It's nice.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love the fall up in the East Coast and the Northeast. Seeing the weather change, seeing the colors of the leaves. That's something that I miss being out here. But what I don't miss is dealing with fucking leaves.
Yeah, leaves suck.
I grew up on an acre of property with a bunch of oak trees.
Yep.
I had to do all the leaves in my house.
And you can't just do them once. You have to do them like weekly. Otherwise, you will kill yourself if you try to do them when they all drop.
So, yes, no, it's crazy. So my house, luckily, we don't have to bag our leaves. And my parents' house,
blow them to the road.
Kind of. The front yard, yes. The front yard, we were able to blow them to the road. The backyard, you couldn't just really blow them to the road because there's so many trees.
Obstacles.
So many leaves. So what I would do is I would blow circle piles of leaves in the backyard, and then I would take a tarp
and drag them.
And I would fucking shovel the leaves on there and drag it to the front yard. And my entire length of my property, there was leaves piled in the front of the curb taller than me. Every single weekend from like October to the end of November. Every weekend it was that many leaves.
Well, where you grew up too, they send that like machine that comes around and it has like the sucker on it and takes them up.
Vacuums it all up, but still like every single weekend, my entire property from my neighbor's yard to my other neighbor's yard, there's a pile of leaves taller than I am every single weekend that I had to drag out myself. And that's about probably 15 tarps full.
Oh, easily, dude. Where I grew up in Oak Ridge, we were like in the woods by the watershed and all that stuff. But I mean, we took down 10 oak trees and we still had like 25 oak trees on the property. And dude, I mean, we had one of them, like, remember those push things that had the big blower on it?
Yeah, that's what I have.
Backpack blowers. We had the big push things, and then you had to tarp it. And we would either tarp it across the street, or we couldn't even bag them. There were so many. We would like call my buddy who had a landscape company, or like, come suck them up, man. Like, it's too much.
Yeah,
and the amount of acorns.
Oh, dude, the acorns are brutal.
Great for slingshots, though.
I had to do a whole pre-rake of the acorns before the leaves, like to get
filling up spackle buckets, bro. Yeah,
because the leaf blower was not heavy enough or powerful enough to blow all of those acorns because there was a fuck ton. Yeah, I hated it. It was the most miserable thing in the world. Other than that, fall would be my favorite time of the year. My birthday's in September. Football season starts. My Jets won this weekend. The
Giants won. Did you see the Giants game?
Yes, they did. That
was fucking wild.
The Yankees won their first playoff game yesterday.
They did.
It's a fucking good week so far, except my insurance company wants to fuck me and my sink wants to fall out of the sink.
The sink falling out of the sink. I know. How does that even happen?
So maybe someone smarter than I am about contracting and sinks can answer this question for me. I can't figure it out. So last night,
this isn't a normal happening either, guys. Like, this isn't a normal thing that happens. I've had a lot of sinks in my life.
Same. I've had a lot of sinks. I've been to a lot of places that have sinks. A lot of places that have sinks. Lots. And last night, I'm sitting in my office after our show, and I'm getting ready. I'm setting up the streams for today's show for the morning, so I don't have to do it first thing in the morning. I just wake up and go. I hear a loud bang, and my neighborhood has been getting broken into the past couple weeks. So I thought somebody was breaking into the house because it was like dishes and shit, like making all those loud noises. Loud bang happened. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I go out there to see if someone's breaking into my house. I'm like ready to beat somebody's ass with my bare hands. I was just itching for it. And I'm looking around. There's nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? And I go over by the kitchen and I start looking in the sink. I'm like, what's wrong with my sink? There's wood. It's so rusty. What the fuck happened? And I walk around and I look down, and the sink fell inside of my cabinet. Like, detached from the counter, completely detached from the counter, fell on top of the garbage disposal. This house is not even a year old.
Well, I was just going to say, let them know that this house is like a brand new built house in a nice neighborhood in the Vegas area. So it is not a cheap house.
We moved in February. We're the first people to live in here. Brand fucking.
This is why.
This is why we can't have nice things, Garrett.
This is why you can't have that. George McDougal probably fuck shit up with all that bacon and or smoking and whatnot.
Well, my girl comes down because she was sleeping. She woke up from the loud bang. She's like, she thought I got hurt or something. She's like, you okay? I'm like, no, come and look at the sink. The sink fell. She's like, what do you mean the sink fell? She's like, what the fuck? What do you mean? She's like, you're just waking up. She's like, imagine just waking up and someone tell you the sink fell. Like,
yeah, it doesn't even make sense.
So she comes down. She's like, what the fuck do you Oh, what the fuck happened? What? How do you even explain this to somebody? Like, how do you call a contractor? Like, hey, my sink fell. It's like, hey, your refrigerator's running.
Exactly.
What do you mean? So he's on the way over the house. He should be here while we're doing the show to fucking check out my sink.
Look at it and be like, yep, sink did fall.
It fell. You're right. Didn't think that could happen, but I guess it could. The sink fucking fell.
Is the countertop all right?
Yeah, the countertop's all right. But like the glue that they used or the seal, like it just collapsed. The L brackets just collapsed. But my girl came in. She's like, because we had some pans in there. Like she cooks my dog ground lamb and eggs every day because we have to hand feed her because of her issues. So she gets ground lamb and she cooks her ground lamb eggs every single morning. So there's a couple pans in there from the eggs that she cooked that haven't been cleaned because I'm a lazy piece of shit. And she goes, do you think it was because of the weight in the sink? I'm like, it's a fucking sink. You're supposed to put pots and pans in the sink. Like, I've had, like in my old apartment, I've gone times where plates were mounded on top of each other to the point where like there was no more room for any more fucking plates or anything in the sink.
Like you had to do the dishes. I know.
Yeah, that sink didn't fall.
And that's like a 1980s New Jersey apartment.
Four pans in the sink caused this thing to collapse. That stressed it out too much. 4 pans. That's all that was in there, and maybe a couple spatulas. Literally 4 pans. Not even a cast iron was in there. They were like the regular stainless steel. Wasn't even like a cast iron was in that bitch. It was regular fucking blue diamond pots.
Blue diamond pots.
And my sink fell.
Well, poor craftsmanship over there to those home builders.
Very poor craftsmanship. But you know what? It's fucking Winning Wednesday, so I'm not going to let it get to me. I'm not going to let it bother me.
Get you down, man.
I'm going to have Lewis come over the house. Hopefully he could fix it. If he can't, then we're going to address that situation if he can't, because it's a brand new fucking house.
I know. That's crazy. Is it one of those deep sinks too? Yeah, nice ones. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those nice stainless steel, deep, like
farm sinks, they call them or something.
Yeah, it's fucking deep as fuck. Elbow deep in that bitch, and still.
Can you bathe in it?
A baby, you could probably the baby.
Definitely put a baby in there.
Yeah, the baby, your baby could probably fit in there for a bath.
Yeah.
But apparently not, because he's probably too heavy for my sink.
He would fucking drown.
The whole thing, he'd be in it,
fall out.
He'd be in the cabinet, but by the end of the bath, like he'd be
little baby feet hanging out.
But the thing is, so now I have all these pots in the fucking sink. And I can't even clean them.
I know. Go outside with the hose.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do? Go outside with the hose and spray these bitches down with cold water? You can't clean shit with cold water.
That would be funny, though. You're living in like this nice neighborhood over there. You know, you got your hoity-toity neighbors that are like, hey, James, you're out there with the fucking hose, posing pans, doing your wash on a rock out there. It would be nice.
My man Larry is blaming the spatulas. Listen, it could have been the fucking spatulas. I bet it
could have been.
Those shifty spatulas.
The extra strength spatulas. I don't know. Now you need carbon fiber spatulas so they're lightweight so they don't crush your sink.
Yeah. What the fuck? I literally walked in there. I was like, I've never seen this in my entire life. I didn't even know this was possible. Like,
no, that's a first for me. I mean, those at my gym, we had, the sink that goes on the wall. So I can understand that because, like, the kids would, like, try to pull themselves up on it and you can rip it off the wall. So I've seen that happen. Like, not the pedestal sinks, but the ones that just, like, go to the wall and it's sitting there. So, like, the kids hanging on it and whatnot. I've seen that happen.
There was nobody hanging on my fucking sink. It was like a drop-down sink that fits inside, like, it's countertop.
It's probably sitting on top of granite, too.
Yeah, it's granite and then countertop. And I think it's actually stone. I don't even think it's granite. I think it's just stone.
Is it like concrete?
It's similar. I don't know what it is. It's not marble, but it's like a stone.
Like a quartz countertop?
I don't know what it is. It's literally, I think it's stone. I really think it's stone.
All right, you're going to send me a picture of it.
And yeah, I'll send you a picture of my fucking countertop. Did I take a picture on here that I could fucking put it?
I was going to say, you have no video evidence of this?
No, I don't. I could literally go in there and take a video and blast it up for everybody. Hold on, I'm out.
All right. While James is doing that, I mean, this is how we're starting off our Winning Wednesdays this week. But yeah, make sure you guys go over to YouTube. We're live on there for now, and check us out on the Twitch channel over at SGT and the Samurai Podcast. We're on our Facebooks, so yeah, just follow us on there and check it out. And we're trying to do this every Wednesday. I know we've been talking about a lot about mindset lately, and motivation, stuff like that. But, you know, we want to start putting some, you know, action to the words. So getting your routines in together, working on stuff. I know, you know, James goes to the gym today. He's in his routine. I've already been there, did my things after got the kids to school. So, yeah, just you guys can definitely find us on all those social media platforms, YouTube, etc. We're on, you know, the WPR and also Sergeant and Sam. So check them out.
Absolutely. All right. I'm emailing this to myself. My girl is like, you're showing our people are disgusting. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Because this is
People want to know.
I don't know how to explain this to somebody where they'll understand. Like, hey, that's fucking weird. Like, how do you tell someone your sink sunk into the cabinet?
I just don't get it because it usually has like a lip that goes over. Unless it was like dropped down and it was, and like I've also seen like the countertops go over a little bit and it's kind of inside of it.
That's how mine is.
Okay. All right. That makes more sense because a lot of times it has that lip and they sit it on there and then they seal around the lip. So like at least you would have like two little hangers holding it up, you know?
No. That's not mine. I'll show you. You'll see in a second. You'll see.
Yeah, this is like the seamless ones where the countertops go over it a little bit, right?
Fancy. It's fucking nice. It's not.
It's fucking fancy. It's nice.
We're not talking no fucking
fugazi bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, let me bring this up here. She's not going to be happy, but I don't care because this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I need to see this.
Countertop. That's the countertop stone.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You hear?
That is funny.
Oh, look at this.
What kind of brackets did they use? Like little shelf L brackets? Like what are they using?
Right here. It's paper thin.
That's what I'm saying.
Thin. But look at the glue. Here's all the glue dried the fuck out. Not even a year old. How does the sink fall in the fucking counter?
Very well, just like that, James.
Guess so. First for me.
I guess it's that easy.
First for me.
Well,
Great Winning Wednesday, let me tell you. See, this is what, when we talk about life hits you like a Mack truck.
Always
happen. Like I did not expect
that's
to have
silly
to do it.
You gotta take like the good from that. Like that's some funny shit.
Dude. What?
Now you gotta do your dishes in the tub or something.
That's the last thing that you expect to happen. Like,
yeah,
I walked in there and I expected like a plate to have fallen or something, or someone breaking into my house. I did not expect my sink to be in the counter.
Oh yeah, well that's it was like I want to say maybe a month or two ago. I was sleeping upstairs. It was about 4:30 in the morning, and the baby, I guess it was thundering that night, so he jumped in the bed, and me and him were sleeping, right? And all of a sudden, boom! And I mean, I jumped out of bed like swinging, and the baby was like hiding behind me, like he jumped up. My whole shelving unit in my closet, because my wife has a lot of clothes, fucking ripped out, went through my sliding doors. I'm like, it just, dude, I thought somebody came through my house with a truck. Like a truck.
It broke your sliding glass doors?
No, luckily they like unpopped and like hinged out because they're glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it fell and it was like, boom. So then I had to take everything out at 5 o'clock. I was mother effing everybody. I was like, this is why I told you, put your winter clothes away, blah, 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 to stop stacking them, you know? And, yeah, so then for the next like 3 days, I had to like rebuild. But hey, you know what? I upgraded. I put different shelves in. I put stuff for our shoes. So, you know, you got to take the good with the bad. You got to pivot. I scared the shit out of me and the baby.
Sink, Garrett? How do I upgrade my sink? How do I make that sink better?
I would say maybe get some thicker L brackets and then possibly put one of them metal straps from one L bracket to the other to hold it so you can reinforce it. Maybe build a little platform underneath it, something.
The guy here is here to fix my sink. The doorbell just rang.
Perfect. You want to have him on the show so he can explain? So he can explain to us how this happens.
Yeah, hey, maybe you want to come on the show and explain?
Low way. Tell us how this goes.
Because I'm lost. I'm at a loss for words. I have no idea how this could happen. I don't even know how to explain to people. Like that picture is the only way you can that video is the only way.
Yeah, that's funny. That is funny though.
No, it's not.
It's hilarious.
Now we have to deal with it, and it's like if the house was fucking 30 years old. All right, cool. I guess I need a new sink.
My house is old, and I still are not old, but my house is not a brand new house, and my sink's still holding strong.
Well, baby's taking bath in that.
Yeah, dude, and I have a deep sink like that, like like that farm sink where like you could literally like stand in it if you're a kid, I don't know if it will pop off, but you dropped off, James.
Yeah, my camera. I have to mess with this thing. My camera is overheating. I have to update the firmware today, see if that works. They just came out with a firmware update. But nothing. I can't have nice things. Cannot have anything.
No, we're not allowed to have nice things.
No.
Especially me. I can't have any more nice things for another 20 years because my kids break everything.
Larry knows. He says it's poor workmanship. See?
That's what I said too, right? Poor craftsmanship.
Exactly what it is.
That was slap it up, get it done, on to the next sink.
Like it's like I'm actually nervous leaving my girl out there to deal with this by herself.
What? Why? You don't think she can handle that?
Yes, because at the end of the
day, yes.
I don't. No, because here's the thing. This is not supposed to happen.
Yeah. Does it make you feel less masculine because she's dealing with the man shit right now?
No.
Okay, I'm just checking. I wanted to know if this was like deep-seated, deep-rooted thing. Okay, got it.
That's absolutely not.
Not it at all.
I'd actually rather her deal with it because I don't want to be bothered. Yeah. I'd actually rather that. But I don't think she can portray the fact that this shouldn't happen.
And they know it shouldn't happen. If they're coming there and a sink fell through the fucking countertop, they know it shouldn't happen. You don't have to explain that. That guy's going to look at it and be like, yep, shouldn't have happened. Definitely shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, we need to address this immediately.
Yeah, they'll make it right.
Well, no, I'm just hoping that they get it done quickly. I don't want to have to wait 3-4 weeks to make this fucking happen.
3-4 weeks?
Yeah.
No, they should be able to do it. That guy's there. He should go ahead and do his little toolbox and start scraping, start moving, shifting. They're not going to leave you without a sink for 3 or 4 weeks.
I'll freak out.
I would too.
Flip the fuck out. But that's what I'm concerned with. My girl, she's very nice.
Like, oh, okay, you'll get to it when you get to it.
Yeah. And
exactly. You're like, you fix this fucking sink now.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Yeah, puff up the chest a little bit.
Wow.
I get it.
I'm getting overheat. What the fuck?
Who, you? Maybe you should put a fan on the camera for now.
That's actually not a bad idea.
That's why I'm the genius and make the big bucks. Get like one of them little clip-oners, and you can clip it to it to keep it this way. The air's flowing.
That's fucking weird. I gotta update because it's not hot. I'm holding it like I'm not. It's not fucking hot. Let me try this actually.
Sorry, folks. Live show. Stuff happens.
Not even that hot.
Yeah, but I
plugged the USB-C to see if that works. Yeah, there's a temperature sign on there. What the fuck? It went away.
You think the cable might just be bad?
No, because I have it plugged up through the computer through USB-C, and that runs the battery, and the battery heats up quicker.
Yes.
So I unplugged that to see how it works because the battery will last like 4 hours.
Okay.
And we're not doing a 4-hour banger, so we'll see.
We're not doing a 4-hour clipper, and you got a full charge on it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But it's saying that it's getting too hot. So I have to update this. I was Googling it the other day. Why this was happening, and they said it was temperature issues, but it's a false warning. They said like the camera needs an update, so they came out with a new update pretty recently. I gotta fix it.
So
Larry says, Larry, I appreciate you, Larry, giving me all this fucking advice. I'm not a handyman. I don't know shit about shit. I'm retarded. And it better be done within an hour. I'll be fucking pissed if I gotta wait to get this thing fixed.
I don't think it's like a huge fix. It's not like the sink didn't dent or anything, did it?
I don't know, but if it did, I want a new sink.
Yeah, I would say so.
If it did,
that might take time. Supply and demand, supply chain, shit like that.
Yeah, fuck. I can't even say his name. Pieces of shit. Not the show, Garrett. This is not the show.
I'm not gonna lie. I threw a softball up at you right there.
Not the show. Bring that up.
I was like, let's see if he takes a swing. Let's see if he takes a swing.
All of a sudden, an hour and a half later, we're on a gangbanging the government rant, and our show no longer exists on YouTube.
I know.
Just saying.
Go ahead.
If you're not watching us on YouTube or following us, like American Defiant, just join the chat and Defiant. What up, my guy? Yeah, we're on the YouTubes now. This is our YouTube friendly channel. We can't do our normal political commentary and gangbang the government like we normally do on our regular shows. So if you're here for that, this is not that show. Tune in Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday, 8:30 Eastern. Garrett, what do you have Tuesday or when?
Yeah, we do. We do. What's that? Yeah, we're not live. So we usually come out Tuesdays and Saturdays. I do the Samurai Silver Report Mondays with Dr. Kirk as well. Those are quick little 20-minute bangers. I like to call them the commuter specials. But yeah, for the Sergeant and Samurai one, we're on Mondays or Tuesdays and Fridays or Saturdays.
Monday, Tuesday, and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern every single week. I actually don't know if we're going to be doing Freedom Friday this week. Alan's got to take the week off.
Oh, yeah? I was away this weekend, actually. This is what I want to talk about a little bit today, too. It was really nice to disconnect for 4 days.
Oh, it's Father Larry. I apologize, my friend. I apologize. Yeah, I'm sure he is an idiot if it can't be fixed immediately. But I already hear my girlfriend with the vacuum going, doing what my girlfriend should be doing, cleaning.
Oh, shit. Shots fired. Shots fired.
Folding laundry. She does
I
not at all.
I always get so much shit because I'm like, Rand, you're lucky I let you out of the bedroom or the kitchen, woman.
Make me a sandwich.
She will, though. She makes me a sandwich. She's good like that. She keeps me fed, man. She does.
American Defiant, unfortunately, we cannot make it that show because we will get our channel removed from YouTube, and we're so heavily shadow banned on every single platform that we want to do.
We're trying to shed light to our other channels as well.
We're trying to get you who are now on YouTube, who sees us on YouTube, to go and watch our political show, our real show on Monday, Tuesday.
This is just our fake show, so we can talk shit.
It's literally a fake show to get around the shadow ban. That's all this is. It's literally the only reason for this show is so we can bring our audience to another show on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, because this show is the only way we can get on YouTube. I'm surprised that it's still even up on YouTube. I get the Alex Jones treatment. This is why our name, like, I don't put my name or We the People Radio or any signage on.
Can't put Sergeant and Samurai stuff on it.
Like, I take my cannabis and combat stuff down. The only thing I leave up is the American flag that's black that you can barely tell it's a black American flag.
I know.
So it's the only way. It's unfortunately the only way that we can get around this ridiculous.
Fun fact, ladies and gems. When me and James were setting up our YouTube channel, we got canceled before we put any content on it.
Yep.
Fun fact. Yep. So James was creating our channel for us, and all of a sudden he texts me. He's like, "Gar, you are not going to believe this shit." I'm like, "What's that, buddy?" He's like, "We already got removed for going against community standards, and all we did was put our pictures on there like this." That's it. And it disappeared, nuked our channel, right? And then all of a sudden, about 30 minutes later, we're trying to upload. We're like, sub's got to be messed up, and then boom, pop back on.
They fucking do not like us. These pieces of shit. No, they really don't. It's sad that we can't speak the truth. We can't talk about the things that we truly want to talk about. But at the same time, what we're talking about on this show and what this show is really meant for is also very important, because the mental game of everything that's going on is very difficult. Everybody's going through the suck. The economy, the gas prices, the cost of food, everything is very difficult on the average American. Some are better off than others, but most are
feeling the hurt.
Really hurting. And the mind games that goes along with that, the mental game that comes along with that is not easy. We're not prepared as human beings to deal with that kind of stress and that kind of hardship the way that we've been dealing with it, especially when things were so good previously. Like, really think about it. Like, people were chilling in 2019, 2018, 2017.
People have been chilling for a long time. And, we've spoken about this before is, humans need to do hard things to appreciate things and be able to deal with stresses and whatnot. And we've lived the easiest time, even as crazy as it is now. Like, if we're hungry, we go to the fridge. If it's dark out, we go turn a light switch on. Like, we haven't had to really embrace the suck. So, and a lot of people don't have to do hard tasks or hard things every day. So we're just trying to put people in that mind of like, get after it, go get it. And, it's not like mentally things are going to get easier, especially as things start coming out more and more and more. Some of us are better, well equipped to handle these things. Some of us are more prepared to handle these things, but we also want to make sure that we're all in a good state of mind and strong to help the people out that we love that might not be ready for all this shit.
Well, it's victor over victim mentality.
100%.
Because it's very easy. Like, I could have called you this morning and be like, Garrett, my sink fell. I can't do the show. I got to deal with this. Life hit me fucking hard today. And I also had my insurance company, my car insurance company. I went to go make my payment, and all of a sudden it says I don't have a policy. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't check nothing. I checked to see if I made my payment last month. Yeah, I made my payment last month. And it doesn't have a policy. So after the show, I got to call my insurance company to find out what the fuck is going on with this. These are things that are unexpected and you have to deal with. And some people will crumble. Like, last night I had a bit of an anxiety attack. I'll be 100 with you. I was like, oh shit. Like, how long has this been like this? Like, I hope it's not been like this since I made my last payment. That'd be over a month of not having insurance, man.
Running dirty.
Yeah. When I get my new policy, it's going to be through the fucking roof.
Yeah. No, dude. Well, that's like even like today. Like, you text me, you're like, "Oh, I'm on." I'm like, "All right, well, I'm finishing making funeral arrangements for my aunt, and I got to get my kid off to school, and I got to finish some emails for my work and all that." I could have easily just said, "Fuck it," but listen, these things happen. We just got to navigate them, prioritize them, and get them rocking and rolling.
Just do what you got to do. And everybody has hardships. Everybody has shit going on. Even people that are chilling, even people that are flush in the pockets, they're killing it. Life seems to us, to the outsiders, seems amazing. Like, they got it, but they're hurting as well in many cases. A lot of these people, everybody's got different hardships, different things going on in their life, and it's very easy to quit and just give up and say, this is too hard, or there's too much going on. Like, I could have last night just not did what I had to do and sent emails and, not set up the streams and just totally fucked off. And I didn't, because it was not the right choice to make. As much as I wanted to, as anxiety ridden as I was, like, I did not want to focus on it, putting out emails, putting these streams together. I didn't care. I was like, holy shit, I don't have car insurance. This is fucking bad.
But at the end of the day, when you really simplify things, like, it is what it is, man. It wasn't like you did it on your fault. Yeah, you can take that second to be like, oh shit, but like, it's gonna get handled. If that's the worst thing that happens to you, you're all right. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know what's worse, because as this was happening, my sink fell.
Yeah, that was funny.
as I'm looking at my insurance, I'm like, oh great, no sink.
Now a series of unfortunate events occur.
Yeah, It's a snowball effect. It's like one thing
That's how
after
it
another.
is. But like you said, we've talked about this before, right? Like it's one thing usually goes into another and goes into another. And the people that deal with that the best are the ones that pivot and don't let it snowball and keep you in that weird state. So yeah, it sucked. Yeah, you did your things, but you know what? You turn around, you continue to do what you had to do. And now look, we're live and we're on new platforms that we didn't even try. We added some new shit today. We put some stuff in. So now you can find us on my Twitch page over there. So we've been working on it and trying to get things done, man, and just staying focused and moving forward.
It's very easy. Like I could have just said, "Now you know what? I'm going to put on Netflix and just watch something and take my mind off of everything and not do what I'm supposed to do."
You know what? Netflix is sucking lately. You know what I saw the other day? There's a new show on that was pretty good with Chris Pratt. You know who Chris Pratt is? Guy from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
it's called The Terminal List.
I heard it wasn't that good.
Dude, I loved it.
I got to check it out.
Check it out. I watched it on Prime.
Okay, because I've been watching Trailer Park Boys.
It's funny you said that because I was watching a Jordan Peterson clip today, and they're like, "What's your guilty pleasure?" And he's like, "Oh, that's easy. Trailer Park Boys. Those guys are brutally honest, and I love it." He's like, "They're so vulgar, and they just go."
They are so Canadian. It's amazing. It is so amazing. No, Trailer Park Boys is literally one of my favorite.
That's like you see Letterman Kenny or something like that.
Letter Kenny. No, that's a great show as well.
That's a good one too. He just fist fights everybody.
Shit wins are coming.
Mr. Leahy.
Yep.
First, let's say I told us so. You know what? I told us so. I fucking told us so.
I've been saying that a lot lately.
There's a lot of Atotosos.
A lot of Atotosos coming out. Can't come tune in on Friday to hear about all these Atotosos if you missed it on Monday.
Lots of Atotosos coming out.
Lots of Atotosos coming out.
Yeah, that EU, that questioning, that was a good one.
Let's not bring that up out.
I know.
Garrett. Let's not, because otherwise I'll fucking start talking about it. Because I haven't been able to talk about it yet. Because yesterday we had
a different guest on, right?
Yeah, we had the guys from Butterfield. We were talking all about the carnivore diet and health, and working at optimal levels and things like that. And we also talked
Did they have any good like little tidbits that like you were like, oh, I didn't even know about that you can give some of our listeners if they haven't listened to your show yet, like a fact that they were talking about carnivore diet or something that you were like, holy shit, I didn't even know that.
Well, what I liked about them, so you listen to, like, I follow guys like Dr. Paul Salentino, Dr. Sean Baker, Carnivoralis, and these guys, Butterfield, they're one of my favorite accounts on Instagram, and they made it. We had a lot of really good conversation about how they're actively trying to poison us, why seed oils are in everything. We talked a lot about that, but that's a whole nother rabbit hole.
Yeah.
The one thing that I really liked about them is that they kept it really simple.
Okay.
And what they just said, they were like, listen, a lot of times things that prevent people from doing things is barrier of entry.
Okay.
And people get caught up because we started talking about grass-fed and grass-fed, grass-finished, grass-fed, grain-finished.
Yeah.
And the differences and what they recommended. And because me personally, I try to get grass-fed, grass-finished. It's very fucking hard. You have to order it from a butcher or a rancher. Yeah. It's not, you can't go to even Whole Foods and get that.
Yep.
But what they had said, they're like, listen, carnivore diet is the best way to eat 100%. No question. And I agree with them. You get all the vitamins from the animal fat. You get all the nutrients. It's one of the most nutrient dense things that we can eat. He's like, some people don't like the taste of organs, so don't eat it. You don't fucking as good as it is for you, you don't have to eat it. He's like, how much
have to go full Liver King?
Yeah, Nick. Well, we went into Liver King. We were making fun of him. It's hilarious. Nick has Paul Salentino supplements, and he's like, those things are great. He goes, but how much does that cost you to get those supplements? They're not cheap. He's like, for some people, they're like, I can't do a carnivore diet because it's too expensive. Steak's too expensive. This, that, and the others too. Like getting grass-fed, grass-finished steak is more expensive than getting a regular steak.
Yep.
It's more expensive. And he's like, that will deter people from starting the carnivore diet. He goes, if you got to eat ground beef from the grocery store, that's better that's better than eating vegetables.
The bugs.
Yeah, the bugs, exactly.
The bugs.
That's better than eating vegetables and eating all the carbs and the pasta. Like that may not be the best quality meat, but it's still you're still getting the vitamins, the nutrients, and everything that you're getting from the meat in that store bought.
I heard a really good. I don't know. I guess you call it soundbite or something, but they were talking about this, and the one thing was like, yeah, your body has fat in it, and it needs fat. Your body has protein in it, and you need protein, but your body doesn't make carbs. You don't need carbs.
No, it doesn't. You get carbs from eggs, actually, very little bit amount.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but your body makes fat. Your body makes this. Your body makes that. But they were saying, like, you know, your body doesn't need carbs. Your body doesn't even make carbs. So, like, you don't have to eat them.
No, and
you get carbs from vegetables and stuff like that. I know that.
Yeah, but there's also defense chemicals in vegetables, and they don't want.
So you don't need them.
And we were talking about that a lot, about the bloating, everything.
Oh, I blow like a son of a bitch, but I love salad. You're disgusting.
Fucking gross.
I love salad.
Well, before
I've been eating it since I was a kid. I love it.
I used to eat it all the time for wrestling. Like, it used to be part of my diet for wrestling, and I wish it wasn't. Like, I wish I took it completely out.
Yeah,
because I hated it every second. I'd literally salad with nothing, just leaves.
Yeah, that's tough. I dump a ton of dressing on it. I'm not gonna lie.
A little red wine vinegar. Red wine vinegar.
I'm a condiment whore.
Or balsamic.
Little balsamic vinaigrette's nice on there.
Touch, because there's the calories.
Oh, I know.
But the meat itself is definitely the best way. And if you cannot do a butcher box and get grass-fed, grass-finished, and you cannot get the best quality meat, which I'll tell you right now, I can't fucking afford that shit.
Yeah, no, it's tough. It's not cheap, especially if you're a family of 5 like me.
I go to Costco, I get the 3-pack of ground beef, and I get the eggs, and I'll eat. Like last night, I get a little pork chorizo, which is $4. I'll get ground beef, grass-fed ground beef, and I'll fry that up with some butter, and I'll cook 4 fried eggs and butter, and that's my dinner. You know,
not bad dinner.
It doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't, and it was good. Like, excuse me, I put some seasoning on there. You know, it's not like I just eat ground beef and eggs with nothing on it.
So what did they say about like people? Because you know how some people like have a hard time digesting meat.
Yeah.
So I know even for me, like I stopped my wife, she was a vegetarian for years, right? But she would still eat eggs. She would still eat eggs, and every once in a while she would eat salmon. Like very, very, but she did. And then I got her back on the meat, you know? And then but her mental and everything switched when she started eating like real protein and like chicken and fish and, you know, red meat again and all that other stuff. But I know for me, I stopped eating red meat for a while because she was a vegetarian. She would cook it for me, but I was just eating more of like chicken and shrimp. That was more like my thing, because every time I went to eat like a steak, it just smelled rotten. Like, I don't know what it was. It smelled rotten to me. I'd take a bite and I'd be like, something's wrong with it. And I just stopped eating steak for like, I probably didn't have a steak for almost like 5 years. And
Nick's wife is going through that right now with her pregnancy.
Like, she can't even stand the smell of it, probably.
Stand the smell. And he made beef tacos. Like, she's been getting her
ground beef, cooking it. It still makes me nauseous smelling it. I like the taste of it, but like, why that red meat's cooking like in the ground beef, that smell. I can't do it.
I can't smell anything, so it doesn't affect me.
Because you're on the COVID.
No, because I broke my nose so many times. I have no.
So did I.
I have no sense of smell anymore.
It's definitely from when you.
No, blow is not my drug, dude.
No, I'm not saying that. It was when you got when we went to Dallas.
Oh, no, that was, I couldn't smell before Dallas. That was before Dallas. I had it going on for years.
Yeah.
Like, it had to be a very, very strong smell in my face.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
see, I've always had, even though I've broken my nose probably 6-7 times, right? It's on the side of my face. So, but I have a sniffer. My dad has a sniffer. My sister, like, I could smell something in somebody else's house. I'd be like, "You got something rotten in Texas, man. There's something going on over there."
No,
like, I could
shit.
smell feet on people. I could like, it's a gift and a curse.
I can't smell shit. So I'm walking around. I probably smell like BO all the time, and I have no
dirty hippie.
I have no clue. Well, no, because I don't use deodorant with aluminum in it. Like I'm very.
I know. I smell you.
Very conscious of that. I don't use spray. But no, that's what I really liked about them was like, hey, keep it simple, stupid. Don't fucking overcomplicate the wheel. Don't add all these supplements. If you don't like organ meat, don't eat organ meat. It's not necessary. As much as we all know it's the most nutrient dense thing you could eat. I just can't do it. Like I can't put a sack of balls in my mouth and start chewing on it. Like really, like meat? Nah, I'm good.
Can you do liver?
No, I can't, dude. I cannot.
I can't, man. My grandma used to make like liver with onions and like cook it and eat it. I'm like, dude, I can't do it. Like, that's why you see that dude, he's just eating like raw liver, like chicken hearts and all that other shit. Like, don't you get parasites from that shit?
No, you don't. That's all fake and gay. It's all the lies that they've told us over the years. Just like eating raw eggs will give you.
My friend's father used to just literally eat ground beef, like, out of the package like this.
There's people that are doing that now. They
call it tartar, right, or something like for the ritzy way to do it.
Yeah, but there's a whole movement inside the carnivore movement, which I think is a bit extreme in my opinion.
It's just raw.
They just eat raw meat, raw chicken, raw everything. Everything's raw.
Chicken?
Like yeah, everything's
You'd
raw.
shit your pants.
Everything is raw.
I don't care what they say. Raw chicken, you will shit your fucking pants.
I watch people do it. And I'm flabbergasted. I'm like, you are out of your damn mind.
So how do you eat your steak?
Me, medium rare.
That's how I eat mine, like medium rare. Mine's just like little. It's not blue.
No. It's
not still blue.
It's not mooing still. Yeah, it's not mooing still, but it's and I got to get good.
It can't be too chewy still.
No.
Because that too chewy gets to me too.
Depends on the cut. It also depends on the cut too.
100%. Like a New York strip, let's say.
Medium rare all day.
Medium rare all day. Me too.
Even like a ribeye rare, it will get chewy because of all the fat content. The fat didn't render properly. That's why it'll be chewy. But eating things raw, there's not much a huge nutrient loss by cooking your food. Like cooking your liver, cooking
like
your
to outweigh.
Yeah, exactly. To me, like sure, you might be cooking off some of the nutrients, some of the minerals that you'd be getting by eating it raw.
Well, I don't know if that parasite thing is not real because like I mean I watch like Meat Eater and shit. You watch Meat Eater with Steve. He's always on Rogan. He's his buddy. Goes around Steve. Why am I don't want to say Cornell. Steve something. It's called Meat Eater. It's on Netflix. Check it out. But they talk about bears. Like if you eat bear meat and you don't cook it right, like there's something you get because a lot of times bears eat garbage. It's called like disdain or something like something with a D. But it sends like a parasite into your brain.
Well,
I mean, I'm not a bear eater. I don't know about you.
No. I listen. I'm not going to go out and start eating raw meat.
You eat elk?
I would if I had it.
You ever eat moose?
No, I've never. I would try it, but I've never had it.
Bison?
I've had bison. I like bison.
Alligator?
No, I've had alligator. Alligator's pretty good.
Alligator's not bad.
Alligator frog's legs taste like chicken. I've had frog's
legs. Have you had frog legs? I don't know if I had frog legs. Rocky Mountain oysters? You're not about the balls, right?
The what?
Rocky Mountain oysters?
What's Rocky Mountain oysters?
They're like sheep or bull balls or something.
No, I haven't had those. No,
yeah, the testes.
I'll pass on that.
I'm not a big fan. Like, and there's people that eat everything. Like, I remember, like, you know, obviously you two being Italian, right? I remember, like, the old Guineas, they would, like, literally, like, have, like, a lamb's head on there and, like, take their fork and grab the eyeball like spaghetti and, like,
my great grandfather off the boat from Italy, off the boat. God bless.
Cheek, everything.
He died in 96. He died at like he was like 94 years old when he passed away. So I was a little kid. I was like 8 years old when he passed away. And I'll never forget. I used to go into his house in Clifton, New Jersey, and he tended a full garden in his backyard his entire life. Lived off the land. But I'd go in the freezer to get something, and there'd be a full dead rabbit in the freezer, fur and everything on that bitch the freezer. And he's like, "Oh, we're having that for dinner later." And he'd cook the whole fucking thing, the eyes, the balls, and he'd joke about it. He'd like grab the balls and fucking eat it in front of me. And he's like, "Oh, good for you, eat it, James." And I'm like, are you out of your mind? I am a 7-year-old child. You want me to eat some fucking bunny balls that I saw in the freezer just hanging out? Nah, I'm good. I'll pass.
Well, wow.
He'd eat the eyeballs. He'd eat the pig.
1,000%. Everything on it. Well, they grew up in a poor socialist country where there wasn't a lot of stuff, so they had to like literally scrap everything.
That's why Italian food is what it is. It's like they would just take
poor man's food.
Yeah, Italian food is poor man's food because the pasta is poor. They took it from the Asians. It's very easy to make a sauce. Just take whatever meat you got, throw it in there. They have the tomatoes in the backyard. They make their own tomatoes. They grow it themselves. It was very, very poor. And a lot of Italian food is seafood because they're able to fish for it. Yep. That's why a lot of the recipes are seafood. Mm-hmm. Even the Americanized Italian food, it's a poor man's food. That's really what it is.
Yep.
And it's just
they're paying top dollar for.
I'll pay top dollar for some good Italian food.
Some good Italian food, all day.
Listen, if you live in New Jersey, if you live in the Philadelphia area, in that area, there's a restaurant in Atlantic City called Cafe 2825. The best restaurant. Oh, dude. So me and my father, every single year, we would go to the New Jersey high school wrestling tournament because we're big wrestling fans, and we go down and watch every single year since I was like 12 years old till I moved to Las Vegas. We would go, and his buddies from high school that he wrestled with would meet us down there, and we'd have a weekend of it, and we'd gamble. It'd be a lot of fun. But every year, we go to Cafe 2825. Every single year, and it's very difficult.
Is it its own standalone, or is it in one of the casinos down there?
So it's its own standalone restaurant. So off the casino area, the boardwalk. It's off the boardwalk. You can walk there from the boardwalk, but it is off the boardwalk, and it's very difficult to get reservations. It's not like it's a small. There's probably like 12 tables in the whole.
Yeah, one of those places, right? Like no frills kind of type of thing.
Nothing. Yep, nothing. And you have to make reservations months in advance, and the owner and his wife run it, but you go in there and it is the best, most fresh Italian food you'll ever eat. They make tableside the fresh mozzarella.
I know, it's crazy, right?
They come out with the big Locatelli cheese wheel and they heat it up with a torch and put the olive oil in the pasta and cook that up. They do the fresh polenta right on the table, right at tableside. It's so good. The best Italian food I've ever had, the best restaurant I've ever been to, and I am an Italian food snob. I go out the restaurants, the Italian food out in Vegas is shit. There's a few.
I was just gonna say, have you found anything out there that you can even do?
Unless you want to spend an arm and a fucking leg,
like in a casino or something, right?
Yeah, New Jersey, you can go to the Corner's Pizzeria and get like a good Italian meal, like some pasta, chicken parm. Yeah, you get some good Italian food from your corner pizzeria in New Jersey. Out here, and that doesn't exist.
No,
you have to go to a fancy like Carbone and Aria to get some good Italian food. There's a couple old mob spots that are still available, but some of them shut down after the pandemic.
Yeah,
and veal is delicious, Father Larry.
Yes.
Thank you for tuning in, Father. I'm surprised you tune into us degenerates. I appreciate you listening. He told me, let me scroll up in these comments section here. He told me what he is. He's where is it? I can't find it. Did he delete it? Oh, he's an Anglican priest. He's allowed to have kids and no pedo problems like the Roman Catholic Church.
Oh, good for you, Bubba.
Much respect.
We appreciate that.
Oh, we need people like him. Absolutely.
We do.
Absolutely, and we appreciate you
tuning in.
But this guy, I can't even pronounce his name, is talking about eating calf fries, which are calf balls.
Calf balls?
For extreme protein. Yeah, like it's like eating testicles. No, I'm good. I'll pass.
Yeah, no, that's not my thing, man.
I'm sure it's very good for you. I'm sure it is. I'm not denying that it is very good for you. It's probably one of the healthiest things that we could eat. But I'll stick to my steaks, my ground beef, my eggs. Eggs is hard enough for me. Like I have a little issue with eggs sometimes.
No, I can't do eggs.
I can do eggs. Eggs has always been a staple in my diet from wrestling. Like that was my go-to is eating eggs for wrestling and fighting. So
eggs make me. That's why I can't eat them. When I used to cut weight or anything, I would hammer them in the morning, and then I just started throwing them up. And every once in a while, I try to eat them, like scrambled eggs or anything like that. And literally, I try every couple of years. That's like yogurt too. I can't eat yogurt.
So yogurt, Greek yogurt. I have a hard time. I still eat it. I enjoy it. The Greek yogurt, I could smell. I could smell the Greek yogurt.
Okay,
but I can't even pronounce this guy's name. Haradrin says if we like chicken bites, we'll like calf fries. I knew you put them in front of me and didn't tell me it was testicles.
Didn't tell me I would probably try them. I try everything once, right?
You didn't tell me what I was eating was calf balls. I'd probably try it and be like, it tastes pretty good. What is this? Oh, it's calf balls. And I immediately throw it up.
Yeah, no.
Just from the mind connection.
Yeah. I would try it. Fuck it. Is it fried?
If it's fried, everything's good fried.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's fried, we might be able to get down with it. But it comes down to discipline. The diet itself, everything that you do comes down to discipline and making a decision. And I actually said yesterday on the show, I said, you know what? I've lost about 20 pounds, but I haven't cut out carbs because of being Italian. And I love my pasta. And I love ice cream. I haven't cut those two things out. And I've always wanted to do 30 days just straight carnivore just to see how my body feels. Not even really for weight loss, because I've heard so many amazing things about joint aches, arthritis, pains all over the body, and the benefits that it's had for people. So I wanted to do a full 30-day carnivore diet. And I was like, you know what? I'm declaring tonight that I'm starting my carnivore diet. And for 30 days, because I'm going to the Bahamas in November. Oh, nice. Good for you, buddy.
I got. Yeah, he said, yeah, they're fried. They're fried.
Fuck it, we'll try them.
We'll try them. Send them out. Let's go. Let's try.
Send them out. George McDougal will fry them up.
George McDougal.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? George McDougal here. And I hope you guys are ready, because we're going to have a great channel. I know you guys have been listening to those cocksuckers, James and Garrett, over on the Winning Wednesdays. But I'm here to spice some things up. Literally.
We're here to spice some things up. George McDougal. Oh, wow. So Father Larry said he's also a veteran. Thank you for your service, Father.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Much respect. You're an amazing human being, and thank you for everything that you do. He said he started a nonprofit called St. Michael's Veteran Support Center. That's amazing. So he sent me a link. I can't click the link on here, but I'll copy and paste it.
Yeah, send it over to me, because my other show, my other co-host Steve is a combat vet, and we have combat vets on and stuff like that. So we're always looking for stuff that
he's a Thai ladyboy Marine vet.
Yes, he is.
He's service in Thailand, banging ladyboys. But Nick is a veteran as well. Our co-host. So that's definitely something that hits home to us. So definitely, Father Larry, DM us. The best way to contact us would probably be Instagram.
Yeah, through our IG.
Through our IG, that's the best way to reach out. I'd love to discuss more with you about how we can help and get some donations over to you for the veterans. We do a lot of work with veterans with psychedelics and PTSD. That's something that we've been working a lot with our sponsor, Kush Creams. Megan, she's amazing. She does a lot of work. Careful, Marley. She does a lot of work with 22 Too Many, with veterans that have. Look at my girlfriend in the camera.
She came up like this.
She tried to avoid being on the camera and failed miserably.
She came up creepy as fuck.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
Miserably. She started.
Listen, it's October. Little horror, little this, little that.
Failed miserably. But a lot of our especially our combat veterans suffered tremendous PTSD, and it's very difficult for them. And Mick is a great example. Dick Punch, who was on our show
last week,
2 weeks ago, he was at my house for a week, and I got him on a microdose regimen. And he's like, dude, this is the best thing I've ever done my entire life. He's like, his wife, Velin, came into town a couple days after him, like 4 or 5 days after he was here. And she's like, yo, who is this? This is not like, he's way too happy to be my husband. He's way too smiling and having like too laid back. I don't get it.
Well, you also did get him fucking shit stoned for a week.
Yeah, but he was taking the microdoses every day, and it really helped him, and he noticed a big difference. One day he didn't take the microdose, and he's like, yo, I definitely notice the way I feel. So definitely, Father Larry, reach out to us. We'd love to work with you and help you out any way that we can. That's definitely something that hits home for us.
And if you're into that stuff.
Yeah, we appreciate everything that you do with our veterans, and thank you for our service, and thank you. Look at this, another veteran, the guy I can't pronounce his name, Hydrant, Hyriden. How do you say that?
Hydrant. But you're asking the two guys that can't even like autocorrect, can't even figure out what we're talking about.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
You are.
Well, Hydrant, if that's how you pronounce, appreciate your service as well. U.S. Army, 1973.
Awesome. We love it, guys. And we appreciate you guys joining the chats with us.
Absolutely. And hopefully you guys tune in for Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays when we're actually gangbanging in the government, having some fun and not doing some positivity stuff like George McDougal would say.
Yeah.
No, but it is important. It is important that we talk about this stuff because we need to get people's minds right. We need to get their bodies right because, God forbid, we are wrong and we do go into a war and we have to protect ourselves. If you're a fat slob and you're not mentally prepared for things like that, you're fucked before it even gets started.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to work on ourselves as well as working on the community. And guess what? If we work on ourselves and make ourselves the best selves that we possibly can, the community is going to get better.
100%.
Really think about it. It's just a trickle down effect. It's 100%. Something that will make its way throughout your community because you're your best self. If you can't help yourself, how can you expect to help anybody else?
Yep.
If you can't make yourself better, how can you make anybody else better? And
agreed. You got to start the work at home. You got to make your own bed first.
Start the work up here in your mind. Especially with all the psychological operations that they're inundating us with, the social engineering programs that they're inundating us with. It's very difficult. It's a war for our mind. And your mind is a muscle. Your brain is a muscle, and you need to train it just like anything else. Like, think about it when you're in school, right? When you were a kid and you had to do like a vocabulary test, and which is the dumbest thing I've ever seen because I don't remember even a word that we had to memorize in vocabulary practice because I don't remember that in school. Like, you had a vocabulary book and every week there was certain words you had to memorize and you had to memorize the definition and you had to remember it. Like, you're looking at it and you're like, I can't memorize this. But after you practice for a couple hours, reading, writing things down, all of a sudden you remember everything that needs to be said for the test because you trained your brain. You practiced. It's the same thing with anything else that you're doing with your mind. You have to train it. You can't just pick things up and go and do it. Some people are blessed and can do that, but that's not the majority of people. That's the outlier in the situation. So, Garrett, we're coming up on an hour on Winning Wednesdays, and I know you got to probably get back to the gym and.
Yep, back to the grind of being a dad too. So,
rugrats on how to choke people out and submit them.
Yep.
That's always a fun time.
That's always good. It's always good.
Shout out to our sponsors, Kush Cream's #1 topic on the game. 21-time Cannabis Cup Award winning. This stuff is absolutely amazing. Go to kushcreams.com, code WPRUSA for 15% off. It won 21 Cannabis Cups for a reason. This stuff works for pain. They have regular lotion, face cream. I love this stuff. I would literally bathe in it. Go to kushcreams.com, code WPRUSA, 15% off. Also, Sirius CBD is still active. They're just taking a little break from taking orders. because they need to do some back office stuff. Go to SeriousCBD.com. Check it out today, and we will let you know when it's live. Father Larry's having a national fundraising event on Veterans Day, 11/11/2022. Would love to talk to other vets about it. Okay, so
awesome.
Larry, definitely DM me and let me know how we can help and get us some more information, and we can blast this out. We'd love to help you any way we can.
Yep, and I know we work with some organizations that work with vets, and they do, physical fitness programs for them for free and stuff like that. So we'll link up. What's that?
I said, as long as it's not those cups, Wounded Warriors.
Wounded Warriors?
Yeah, they're the worst.
No, it's not them. Not them. Different one. This is more for guys.
They donate a small portion of their proceeds.
Oh, you're going to get into the nonprofit shit with me. Like, where you did so good, James. So good. Yeah, exactly. On that note, check us out. Go check out KirkElliottPhD.com/SGTSAM. He is our silver guy. You can turn over 401ks, 403bs, IRAs, etc. Or if you're just looking to purchase precious metals, silver, gold, etc. And you're starting to see it on the mainstream. I know myself and Dr. Kirk and a couple other guys have been screaming at it for over a year plus. Like, we're going to need to protect our wealth. So, and that's how kings have been doing it since the beginning of time. So,
or slash WPR USA as well.
Yep, he has there. Then what about our man?
This guy?
Angry Elf.
This guy?
Oh yeah. So yep, check out mypatriotcigars.com. You can hit promo code WPRUSA or SGTSAM, Sergeant Sam. Look at all them, the Hellfire, the TNT, the Mark, what's that say, 48, the Moab. I actually just got mine last week. I literally was going to bring them camping, and we forgot to pack them because I wanted to hand them out to everybody and have everybody give a little taste.
This is why we can't have nice things, Garrett.
I know. We talk about it all the time.
No, but these cigars are phenomenal. They are amazing. Go to mypatriotcigars.com, code SGTSAM or WPR USA for 15% off. You get the sample packs are available. You can get one of each and to find out which one you like the best. But if you're a cigar snob and you know the type of blend that you like, pick up a box and you get a $10 gift card with every order of a box or more. Code WPR USA for 15% off of your order. And Mikey Pellos, got to join My Pillow. Mikey Pellos.
My Pillow guy.
WPR USA. Do you have My Pillow code?
No, I don't.
Why the fuck not? I don't
know. Well, they took his cell phone, so I can't reach him anymore.
MyPillow.com/WPR USA. I know, right? /WPR USA. Get all your My Pillow needs. Go to MyPillow.com/WPR USA. You get chancletas, the slippers, the Giza sheets, the pillows, the bathrobes, everything you need. Or my store. Get some coffee. Fuck those cucks at Amazon. We really appreciate everybody that listened, though.
Awesome.
And we'll be back on. Perfect. I'll check that out, Father Larry. Appreciate you. And we'll see what we can do to help. We'd love to be involved in any way we can.
Put us up on our IGs.
Yeah, we really appreciate everybody that tuned in this week. We'll be back next week with another Winning Wednesday. It's been fun. I hope YouTube doesn't kick us off. Appreciate you, American Defiant. Tune in on the YouTubes. On the YouTubes. But yeah, until next time, guys. See you guys later. Enjoy.
When everybody is against you or don't believe in you no more, it's a lonely feeling. Oh, it hurts very badly. I know what that's like. They look at you with that look and say, why don't you try something else? Why don't you give up?
Get away from these people that's in your life that ain't doing nothing. Get away from people in your life that's hating. Get away from them. Get away from them. If you take an oak tree seed and you put it in a 2-foot pot, that seed will never become the oak tree that oak trees are capable of becoming because it's gonna get stifled by the 2-foot pot. Now check this out. Ain't nothing wrong with the seed. The seed just fell prey to the environment. Don't you allow your environment to dictate the oak tree that you become.
Anytime you move from being normal to trying to be exceptional, people aren't gonna like that shit. Those normal people, it makes them feel like shit, so they're gonna judge you.
And that's why every true leader, they're called weird. They're called eccentric. When you do the things of real leadership, you're going to be called strange. Get strong enough in your own skin that when people laugh at you or when they throw stones at you, you keep on going.
I respect any motherfucker that wakes up every day and work their ass off to live their life and lifestyle. Clubbing, partying, hanging out, that ain't for me. I'm gonna be out here running in the hot sun, practicing. While everybody else is clubbing and hanging out, you got your focus right.
Don't expect people to understand you. Don't expect it to make sense to anybody why you've got to do this, why you have got to go, why you leave. This is a good job. I'm going. They pay you well. I'm going. Why? I don't understand. You don't have to. I'm going for me. This is something I have got to do. How are you going to make it? I don't know, but I will. The universe responds to the man or woman that refuses to be denied, because that is your commitment. That business that you want, that book you want to write, that dream that you have of controlling your destiny, that is yours. That's available to you. But you've got to be willing to stand there and face disappointment, not have support, be lonely, doubt yourself sometimes, be rejected again and again and again, become bankrupt if necessary, again and again and again, and refuse to turn around until life gives it up.
Life will always be, to a large extent, what you make it, not what circumstances will make of it, not what other people will make of it, not what other people say it will be, not what the environment will try and dictate to you, but what you make of your life. So when you're uncommon, get ready for the criticism. When you're uncommon, get ready for the opposition. When you're uncommon, get ready for the common people not to understand you.
If I decided to experience the fear of rejection, the fear of no, the fear of failure, the fear of standing by myself, the fear of people not liking me, what else is available? Of taking a chance, a fear of losing it all. What else is available to me? People are going to think you're crazy. You don't have nothing but lint in the corner of your pocket. You're out here talking about living your dream. And people laughing at you, and they're doubting you. It takes guts, ladies and gentlemen. But let me tell you, I believe in revenge like Frank Sinatra. He said the best revenge is massive success.
Instead of killing them with kindness, torture them with success.